Yo, what's up? This the Edge, and I got the privilege to have my boy, one of the guys that that kind of tucked me under their wing when I was younger. Rohan Marley. Everybody know his father. Everybody know the significance of his father, but Rohan to me is that's a whole nother level because it's personal with me and Rohan. Me and Rohan, we rolled out, and not too many times you get the older person to take a younger person and embrace them the way Rohan did. Rohan did that years ago. We both have University of Miami ties, and anybody that knows about the University of Miami know that we stick together. And this right here goes beyond football because we never played football together, but our bond has taken a whole nother level, and we go sharpen each other. So Rohan, appreciate you coming on to create the life you want to live. That's like my mantra, And,
Yeah,
and Ro, you always been doing that, Ro.
I mean,
Ro, I'm
thank
talking
you.
about every time they say Ro the first one come through the U with the big what the truck was
The typhoon.
the typhoon truck.
And then I tell you one thing though, and this goes back way when from our connection, and that link that we linked up was because I watched you, as your elder brother, as an elder of the school, and we played the same game, football I'm talking. But then I watched how you played the game, and just watching how you're playing the game, and then watch how you challenge the game in regards to the system as far as how you go about doing your thing. You did it the way that you wanted to do it. If there's a player that I can think about in my mind, and when I say, who's a realist, who's who's a realist, who's one of them ones, bro, man, Edrin James. And you know what else too, EJ? And I tell everybody this. Today, you don't see the kind of player like yourself. And what I mean by that, it does translate to life, like we talk about right here. Create the life, Edrin, I've never seen you fall for a loss. Lost meaning
We don't take losses. That's the bro. Part of the mindset. We don't take losses.
It's a running back thing. I'm talking.
No, but
it
even in business,
translate to day-to-day life.
I like
Edrin
that,
James
yes.
is a running back that falls forward, and when he's falling, he's creeping. He's getting I don't know how he does it, but he's always getting extra yards. He's always moving forward. Edrin falls. He's not. Edrin don't. I've never seen anybody put Edrin backwards. Edrin is you. I don't know.
It's a mindset.
Edrin is the epitome of what I see when you talk about running backs and you talk about the Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Edrin James. Those are the names where you find Edrin James as a back. But what I love though is watching Edrin, and then after that, them times, just as a human being, just how you are, man. It's
we rubbing off each other, man.
How you move, bro, is the way.
Man,
so
bro,
thank you for having me on this podcast, bro.
Man, bro, you give me good energy. Every time you give me some advice, I come back. Come back to the fam and I implement it. I'm do it. I'm gonna do it like Ro. Ro do it. Ro do it big. Everybody don't know Ro. Ro do it big, man. I'm telling you, Ro don't do nothing small. But I don't know at what point in your life that it was instilled in you that you was Ro. You always talk about being a king. You always talk about law and order. Everybody don't look at themselves as a king. But if anybody that comes around you, they're gonna leave that space. And they're gonna feel like a king, where did that come from? At what part, of your life? I know your journey. A lot of people like to talk about, that's Bob Marley's son, or Ro this, Ro that. But Ro, it's you have to have it in you. Ro, you don't Ro, you guys, Ro, you have drivers.
Yeah.
Ro got cleaning people. Ro don't lift a finger, man. I'm Ro, you inspired me so much, man, because I take so much, because I'm this is possible. It's where did that come from? Like, what's the mindset of a person that says, man, look, I'm a king and I'm like really gonna live it. Like, where did that come from?
What you talking about, E, is like the thing we learn as a child, as Rastafari. So we as Rastafari people, we took on to the teachings of Haile Selassie the First, who is a king, But it's no different, and as you say, it has to be inborn in you. But I think the time when this really happened for me was like, all right, trying to figure out how to be a man, play sports, do this. But after that stuff, I was like,
At what age though? Like around what age?
I gotta be around like I know when I was leaving UM, like it's like them time, when I was leaving.
Because on your 20s,
but
like your 20s.
But not even so much in my 20s. It's got to be a little bit. It's going more down, in the it's got to be like getting to like the 30s, like
okay.
in my 30s. Because one day I was like, wait a minute, what am I gonna do? You can say in my 20s, because you have to like do it. I said, what am I gonna do? So when I look around, and I see everything I see with my eyes, I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, a man built that. Like, wait. But this man was like once a baby that you have to clean his ass. It's like he shit up himself, you clean him. So it's like, this man, like the person that created that is like, was once a child. And then another thing came to my mind. I'm like, all right. So when I think about what I'm taught by a person, I'm like, the person that's teaching me is 24. That's teaching me when I'm 15 or whatever age I am. So I'm like, wait a minute. That could not be the basis of my knowledge that I'm going to live and govern myself by what a 24-year-old is telling me.
Got like a little gap.
Yeah, like just because you have a gap. You're 12, he's 24, or they are 24, and they're teaching you.
So the young teachers, they give you the basics.
They give you the basic. Right. But there comes a time when the basics that they give you is through their own experience. But there comes a time when your experience goes way beyond what they know of you because of your daily life. So I had to say, you know what? I had to learn from King His Majesty Haile Selassie I that every time I walk my foot on the ground, I want to go heel to toe, right? So, and then what it is, each step is my most important step.
Right.
So every time I make that step, I'm fully myself.
Right.
I'm never not myself. I'm always in that, wherever I'm at, I'm so happy being in self.
Right.
And then we talk about like the liberty in regards to when you come around my house, you see, I kind of spend my money on my home.
Yeah, I remember that. Rose like, man, I'm not gonna go spend no money at the club. I'm gonna spend all my money on me.
Yeah.
Like my lifestyle is in my
living in my home. When you come there, I want to. If someone can help me if I can pay a lady to help me clean up the place, so I can keep it spotless the way I like it, because I couldn't do it myself. I'm just too meticulous. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pay somebody to come and clean my house 6 days a week.
Yeah, because you was like, Ro, I mean, it's time to go to the clubs, everybody. Ro was like, nah, I'm not gonna go to the club. Like the club is right here where I'm at.
Yeah, like that's what I figured out. I said, wait. It's where I'm at. It's happening. I'm the happening. But, you know what I mean? Meaning like in myself, bro. Because I make myself happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Like right now, this is amazing. Nothing else matters. Why?
Yeah.
We're here.
But like that's why I say when you say your teacher, like when did you pick up the teachings of your teacher? When you say, okay, look, I'm gonna take on his teachings, or I'm going to take on this person. How do you judge the person that actually leads you? I think a lot of people, they inherit people, and they kind of just follow people.
Yeah.
But how do you find your person?
Wow. I tell you, it was like even spirituality, right? It's like I remember living in New Jersey at the time. Miss Lauren Hill, you come around all the time. We dinners and family stuff. You know her very well. Nice, beautiful queen. I remember just being around her and how wise and how early she was and is in her advancement in regards to just doing what she's doing at a young age.
Right.
You know what I mean? From 12 years old, working hard and stuff. And, I was in the system in regards to schooling system and following this path. But I realized like one day it's like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm an athlete, I love to play sports. But I need to do something I can do forever.
Right.
And what is it I can do forever? Is make myself a better human being forever, you know? So I figured out that, listen, if I can find something that's consistent,
Right.
like a tree.
Business.
Like a tree, yeah.
Yeah.
But the business I want to be in,
Yeah.
I want to be in business with a tree, you know?
That has so many limbs.
Yeah, and when you water it, it's going to bear fruits.
Right.
And as long as you water this one tree, you're going to get thousands of fruits.
Yeah, it's the basis of it is
the
tree.
foundation.
Right.
So I want to be in a business with a tree that I take care of this tree, and this tree is going to provide for me. And I just keep taking care of the tree, and then what the tree provides, I got to be able to break that system down into a beverage, coffee.
Yeah.
So it was how I really got into it. I got to realize how to make, because when I said it was like, listen, when you look at a man, right? You look at any man in this world, what we all have. We have hands, feet, eye, but we all have the same things. But it's really like, how do we grasp that inner self to really know that what you're doing is right for you?
Right.
So when
Not what somebody else telling you what's right for you. Like, how do you find out what's right for you?
I had to like, you know, because truthfully, my whole life, I was raised without mother and father. My father passed away when I was 9 years old. I moved to America when I was 12 years old. My mother stayed in Jamaica. So I kind of was raised with my granny and my uncles, who they were more disciplinarian. But in regards...
That's down south.
Yeah,
Like,
Uncle Richie.
what made the family choose Miami?
Well, you know, my granny at the time, you know, in Jamaica, you know, too long time history, they get jobs and different things. And through my grandma was living in Delaware.
Oh, up north.
Delaware, yes, that my father's mother. So now,
how does it go? Jamaica, Delaware.
Well,
What's
you
the
know,
significance?
Well, you know, like work.
Oh, okay.
You know, they work. Sometimes they work on a cruise ship or something. Sometimes a family friend, because my granny was working with like the DuPonts. Like, you know, she was like you know, help out, you know. She wasn't a lawyer for the DuPonts per se.
Right,
My
right.
granny was like, she cleaned the place for them at times, and then to work, because, you know, like trying to find a better life, and, you know, you had someone from America, so living there, we end up in Delaware. So after my father in 1965, he worked in Delaware. He used to work at one of those like factories where you drive the forklift at night, you know. But he was a musician. He was making no money in Jamaica. Say, hey, Bob, you know, we have a little job for you here. If you come to America, your grandmother will file, your mother will file for you. You come to America, have a job. But my father couldn't do that job. He's like me, you know.
Yeah, like, it's too much. I can't do that work.
So then, after my father became, you know, more popular in the music business and started making some money, he wanted his mother closer to him.
So
Closer to Jamaica,
to
because only an hour and 15-minute flight from Miami to Jamaica.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's why, and that was 1976.
So that's where the roots of Bob coming through here.
Yeah, in 1976.
So you really was about to be from Delaware.
I wasn't gonna go Delaware State though. Close.
You be going to HBCU at Delaware Road.
Man, funny story. They turned me down, but we ain't gonna get into that right now.
Delaware State turned you down, but the University of Miami picked you up.
Howard University turned me down.
Hold on. Bring that back. Bring that back. You know, my son goes to Howard University. So Howard University.
I told you this.
Howard University turned down Rohan Marley.
They turned me down.
Do you hold that against them?
I did, until nephew went there.
Oh, okay. So Howard University, he forgives you.
I do.
He forgives you. But yeah, so bro, you could have went to Howard University. You could have been.
I mean,
one of the greats that played at HBCU.
But they said, you know what? I remember this is a funny story. Because, you know, in high school, I was everything. You know, on my team, I had my own defense. The defense called Booyah Defense. I was in the newspaper every Saturday morning. Then the Hurricanes was in the newspaper Sunday morning. Then the Dolphins in the newspaper Monday morning. But my defense was in the newspaper every Saturday morning.
Consistency.
The Booyah Defense.
Hey, do you keep up with those boys?
Yeah, we do. We see them every now and again. I still talk to them. But I remember, I had to get my own, like, I had to work my way into UM, like, in regards, because I love the school, because Robert Bailey one day, you know, he's a Barbadian, and he knew a Jamaican sister of mine, and I met him. He took me out to UM, so I fell in love with UM from before even going to school. And I used to go to the nightclubs early, so I see like Anthony Hamlin in the club, and this when I see Cortez Kennedy at school. So I fell in love.
But you coming from Jamaica at 12. How did you get University of Miami ties to be like, bro? Anybody that see you, they know you are like University of Miami. Like you bleed that orange and green. Like you would think you was born into it, but you really supposed to went to Delaware State, man.
Howard was the one I love so much. But I mean, you know what? I remember in elementary school, they were playing football. For the first game I played in elementary was a thing called kickball. So it was like you kick the ball and you run the base, but you kick the ball and they throw the ball at you.
It's similar to like baseball.
Yeah, but it's a kick ball. I'm coming from Jamaica with soccer, so I could kick the ball way out. So, but I'm never used to. I've never seen a game like this. I've never played these games. Right. I don't play these games. I don't play baseball. I used to watch it on TV because we had a satellite, but I never played baseball. I never played these games. So I'm like, all right. So then the next PE day we had football.
And you thinking soccer?
Yeah, but we have football today, right. And I'm thinking it's soccer.
But it's really like American football.
I'm dressed up like a soccer player. So I go out there. I said, "What's this?"
Nobody warned you, bro.
Nobody warned me. I said, "What's this?" I said, "Show me how that worked." He said, "You throw the ball like this and like that." And at the time now, this was like September when I started school, was 1984. So now during that time, the Miami Dolphins started to become really popular with Marino and Nat Moore, them years, right? When they played against San Francisco in '85. So when I fell in love with it so much because the kids I used to want to come back to school and tell them about what I want to talk about what they're talking about.
Oh, okay. So you want to kind of fit in.
I want to fit in. So I used to go there.
It's like Coming to America. Bro, Coming to America. Jamaican edition.
Trying to fit in, bro, you know. So I would do that. The Dolphin would lose. I go home and I beat the team on the Atari. I'll beg my uncle. I say, "Uncle Richie, throw me the football." He says, "Yeah, all right." Because he didn't want to throw me the football because it's a Saturday. You want to relax. Yeah. I said, because, you know, he was 4 years or 6 years older than me. So he's at high school sometimes. This man used to tell me, run an L route.
So you had your offense first.
Yeah, that's where I fell in love with offense.
Oh, okay.
But the position I loved was a quarterback.
Look at Rohan. Rohan, you're too short to be a quarterback.
I know, but man. I could throw the ball. Let me tell you my problem. I couldn't keep my hand under the center. I ain't into touching nobody's balls.
Oh, you told me you don't put your hand up under there, so you said, "Nah, I'm not gonna do
I'm fumbling every time. I can't keep steady. I'm fumbling the ball, so that didn't work out for me. So they moved me to fullback. I said fullback because you know you can't like I used to be gifty, you know. I'm like I'm not gonna be blocking for this kid because you know how running back work. Yeah, running back is a system. You got to know like. I mean, I didn't even know which hand to be up. You know, you
gotta get the ball and run.
Yeah. So they had one of my brethren, Charles Rackley, who was like the running back kid. He know every pole. He know the offense, blocking schemes. You know what I mean? You know, you gotta be smart to play running back.
So that's what makes you go to defense?
No, yeah, they pushed me over to cornerback my 10th grade year.
Palmetto High School.
I picked off every ball. I used the number 10 because I was a Pele fan, so I chose the number 10 as a cornerback. So you took
the soccer, football from your native, and then come over here and use that number 10. So, so how you go to the University of Miami and get number 2?
So I'm going to tell you the story. So then my spring ball, they moved me to strong safety. The first play, they throw a ball out the backfield to the running back, green helmets. I hit him, bop. They're like, "What is he doing?" I'm like, I didn't know I thought once you got on the helmet, I could hit you, you know? You're on the helmet, but we're in shorts. What is he doing? The same day, the linebacker hurt his knee.
We need a line.